What are the major threats to the metaverse? When users decide to embrace the digital universe platform, will they expose themselves to a new class of security risks and vulnerabilities? Metaverse users can be represented by one or more avatars that can appear across digital platforms. Just like the real human world, you can go to a bar one day, a restaurant the next, and an event the third. Your avatar will someday be able to travel from a social event hosted by one company to a game operated by another. Old and new forms of cyber attacks will inevitably find their way into the metaverse, and this highlights a need for the digital universe to provide strong security from inception. The metaverse security will pose new challenges in comparison to existing digital platforms. In this video, we look at the various threats to the metaverse and how developers can secure the digital universe. Technology is supposed to be used for humanity's greatest good, but it's a double-edged sword that malicious users can use to hurt others when it falls into the wrong hands. The digital universe is bound to beautify the experience of users who seek a thrill of an innovative virtual experience. However, acknowledging and addressing the security challenges present in this new world will be essential for it to succeed. The attack surface in the metaverse is not apparent yet, but there are a lot of potential security risks in this digital world. Existing web, application, and identity security issues are expected to crop up quickly on metaverse platforms as attackers seize opportunities for fraud, theft, and disruption. Other malicious cyber activities such as invisible eavesdropping and manipulation of users, which are only present in an immersive virtual world, have also posed potential threats to the digital universe. There are varying visions for the metaverse among developers. It's not very clear how interoperable the different virtual universes might be with each other. Despite the unknown, it is essential to start grappling with the cybersecurity implications, and this should begin with the already anticipated risks. The former head of corporate security at Facebook's Oculus virtual reality business, Josh Yavor, said the essential thing to realize about security for the metaverse is to start addressing the existing problems of the current digital landscape. There are new problems, perhaps, but we don't escape the current or past problems just by going into the metaverse. Those problems come with us, so we have to solve for them. The idea that virtual and augmented reality environments that are accessible and interactive will become the transformative medium for human engagement is central to the digital universe. These platforms will depend on widespread adoption of the extended reality they offer. Many people likely spend more time blending offline and virtual interactions, moving towards a mixed reality. Privacy and security breaches are pathways that can compromise the safety of interactions and users. For example, this could take the form of someone masquerading as a medical doctor to gain access to surgical theatre technology for digitally performed surgeries. Now, let's consider these threats individually. An overabundance of access points and platforms is a significant threat to the digital universe. These threats will be aided by the addition of many new sensors into the home. Each sensor will monitor users as they browse the digital universe and interact with other users through their avatars. When the metaverse becomes fully functional, we will have an explosion of devices, infrastructure with a flurry of apps and data. This will increase the attack surface by magnitude, thereby posing threats to the new world. There is a need to increase the surface area of connected devices to accommodate the digital universe, and users will thus widen the doorway into their web space. The resultant effect is that we might be adding more avenues that bad actors can take when breaking into the network and stealing information. According to Stephanie Benoit-Kurtz, a lead faculty member at the University of Phoenix College of Information Systems and Technology, adding the additional hardware needed for VR and augmented reality platforms in the metaverse will also increase the exposure of corporate networks and the ability for an attacker to pull data from virtual meetings and presentations covertly. The challenge with every endpoint is those bad actors will be looking for ways to exploit those endpoints, either to take over identities on the network or block access through denial of service attacks. Companies in the digital universe will be able to use immersive mixed reality rooms for meetings and collaboration. Horizon workrooms may be a significant threat to employee privacy despite potential workflow benefits. When a company decides to adopt those immersive workplaces to enable employees to work remotely, they may force employees to divulge their personal information. The employee data is not adequately secured, which may expose their data like never before. Sensitive company data may also be left unsecured in the digital universe and compromised by malicious third parties. Just like the internet of today, social engineering aimed at acquiring sensitive information will be a certainty in the metaverse. Impersonation will become rampant, with bad actors assuming fraudulent avatars in the digital universe. If someone acquires the credentials for your metaverse account and then takes your avatar, that person could potentially become you in the metaverse in a way they never could on the internet. Big techs and companies can also turn to exploitative data collection in the virtual world. Biometric information, body language, physical proportions, and social behaviors will ultimately become a point of targeted advertising in the digital universe. Many factors monitor these factors, and companies could exploit the information for hyper-targeted advertising, personalized messaging, or manipulation. The sensors will provide unprecedented insights into human biological processes and psychology in real time. For example, a virtual car drives by in the digital universe, and it's no coincidence that it's the exact same model you've been saving for. Without regulations to safeguard the sensors, advertising in the metaverse could make today's TV and movie product placement seem as ancient as grainy old black and white silent movies. VR-connected devices could become a vacuum of latent data collection. In the same vein as Amazon's Alexa, AR glasses, cameras, microphones, and sensors could become significant privacy violations. Such devices continuously monitor for activation phrases or actions, but while doing so, they're also actively storing snippets of information. With unparalleled access inside the home, user information, conversation, and effort could be compromised even when users aren't accessing their devices. Another potential risk that can be found in the digital world is found in some existing applications that create virtual worlds, such as on many gaming platforms. There are significant safety challenges that have already presented themselves in these environments. Violent, extremist, and terrorist content can find their way to these virtual environments. For example, numerous recreations of the 2019 Christchurch mosque shooting aimed at very young children on the Roblox platform. Despite significant efforts of the company to stem the tide of such content, there could be reoccurrences when the metaverse becomes fully operational. A different breed of attack that poses potential security consequences in the digital universe involves invisible eavesdropping. An attacker can be there invisibly watching your every move and also hear you conduct business in the digital universe. This is also called the man-in-the-room attack. It's possible to listen in on other users inside a virtual room without their knowledge or consent in virtual reality applications. Developers will have to grapple with perennial issues despite the malicious attacks on digital platforms. Pornography is one of the factors driving the internet today, and this could show up in the metaverse on a larger scale. There is a need to protect younger users from adult content. Based on social media history, harassment could be another concern for users to feel safe in the digital universe. Lastly, providing a strong identity should be a significant concern for metaverse developers. Robust and continuous identity authentication will be critical, especially when transactions in the digital universe are involved. The fact that developers will build the metaverse on a distributed computing technology, blockchain, brings more inherent security advantages. Blockchain is far more resistant to cyber attacks than centralized infrastructure. The blockchain has increasingly been seen as an identity security solution because it can offer decentralized identity data stores. The metaverse is on its way to transforming the digital experience for users and could endanger this path with an equally transformative world of cyber threats and data leaks. Users will have to be educated on these challenges by developers of metaverse platforms. Will developers protect users from the potential dangers in the digital universe? Are these threats capable of preventing users from enjoying the metaverse without fear or hindrance? Let us know what you think about this in the comments section. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel by clicking on the subscribe button and hitting the bell button to get regular notifications. Thanks for watching.